I remember it quite clearly. COVID. I mean, no one knew what was coming next, but when it became pretty clear that we were going to be sitting tight for a very long time, I decided to take on a new discipline. It was cameras for me. Laying in my bed, laptop on my chest, finger over that buy now button, I randomly landed on the Sony a6400. And at the time, any big financial investment was flat out stupid, so I decided to do the sensible right thing, and I went ahead and I hit that buy now button. And I remember when the camera arrived, I didn't actually know it would work without a lens. I thought somehow it would just take photos. Feeling like an idiot is how we learn sometimes. Then I remember I started that whole process over again when it came time to buy the lens. I bought the 16mm Sigma lens. I bought it for another camera manufacturer. Bottom line is I was fumbling. I had no clue what I was doing. In fact, I could have used a video a lot like this. Hi, my name is Ryan Root. I'm a music artist and photographer based out of Nashville, Tennessee. I will assume that you have already decided on your camera body and you are looking to purchase your first lens ever. When it comes to camera lenses, let's clear the air with a few major distinctions here. There are two types of lenses that you need to be concerned about at this point in time. We have prime lenses and we have zoom lenses. Zoom lenses travel throughout a focal range. This zoom lens I happen to have right here is the Mark II of the 24-70 G Master lens by Sony, which means on the wide end, we have 24mm and it zooms all the way to 70mm on the tight end. Whereas a prime lens is fixed at one focal length. This lens I happen to have here is the Sigma 85mm art lens, which means that this just gives you an 85mm look. Generally, prime lenses offer very wide apertures of 1.2, 1.4, or 1.8, allowing more light to hit the camera sensor. Aperture in regard to zoom lenses come in two different settings, fixed and variable. My 24-70 G Master lens is a fixed lens. That means I can go from 24mm to 70mm all the way at 2.8 if I want. On some lenses, like a kit lens, it is a variable aperture, where the aperture will vary as you travel the focal range. So pros and cons. Why would one choose a zoom over a prime, or why would one choose a prime over a zoom? With a zoom, you're granted a focal range, as I've said, which means that it's less zooming with your feet. You can simply stand somewhere and zoom in on a subject. This is fantastic, say if you're shooting from inside of a car, or if you're on a cruise boat and you want a close-up of a glacier or a penguin, or if you're trying to like get dirt on your ex-wife or something. What's great about some zoom lenses, like this one I have here, the 24-70, is that there's many notable focal lengths that lie within, like 24, 35, or 50mm, which means if I'm traveling, I can just pack one lens and one camera body. Easy does it. But with a zoom, the convenience comes at a cost. Zoom lenses are typically more expensive than prime lenses in general. Historically, zoom lenses have been regarded to be less sharp than prime lenses. And high-end zoom lenses usually are offered at a 2.8 aperture, which is less light allowance than a prime lens typically, which can come at, again, 1.2 or 1.4 or 1.8. Prime lenses do their one job extremely well. Also note that prime lenses are usually lighter than zoom lenses. With a prime lens, you have to zoom with your feet to capture the subject. Also, primes are great for low light, which in my experience helps tremendously when it comes to portrait photo shoots, and is why astrophotographers typically rely on prime lenses for their work. Prime lenses are generally less expensive than zoom lenses because of their simpler design. I should say too that historically it's been the case that prime lenses are sharper than zoom lenses. It seems to me that in recent years, with all the new tech and innovation they're putting into zoom lenses, that might be not so much the case. These new zoom lenses are pretty damn great. Also, buy the right lens for your body, your camera body. For example, if you are buying a lens for a Sony system, it's called an E-mount system, which means an L-mount lens won't work with an E-mount camera body system. Don't do what Ryan Root did that fateful semi-drunken night during COVID. Time for my personal opinion. If you're just starting out, I implore you to not fall into the trap of thinking that you need the best of the best right off the jump. Any of the high-end lenses I have purchased, they have to be top tier for a reason, a very costly reason. Even mid-range lenses today were high-end lenses a few years ago. Know your why. Take a moment to really ask yourself, what are your goals with your camera? For example, if you're looking to just do talking head videos out of the comfort of your own bedroom, then you might want to consider anywhere from a 20mm to a 35mm prime lens. Want to begin making music videos? Okay, might want to look into a well-reviewed 24-70 zoom lens for that focal dexterity that one can provide. Spend just a little bit of time to figure out your why and then begin your research accordingly. A lot of times when you purchase a camera body, a kit lens is offered for a smaller fee on top of the price of the camera itself. And kit lenses are generally inexpensive zoom lenses. Buy that kit lens that comes with the camera body. You can always resell it, and it just kind of helps you cut your teeth. And maybe in that focal range that it gives you, you can find which ones you prefer. But I really do think it will benefit you more in the long run. I always tell people, zoom soon and let primes come in time. I've actually never said that to anybody. You're the first person I've told that to. It sounded great. But really, I do think that prime lenses come in time. Anyways, I hope this video has helped you. I'm trying to be as succinct and brief as I can, as I know this process can be pretty overwhelming in the beginning. Happy lens hunting, and I hope that you find one that helps you focus on what matters most. Thank you. Bye. If you're finding this video any bit of helpful, do this new YouTuber a favor and smash that like button. It's so stupid. And subscribe. Hey, you know.